Well, that was a long night. Was it fulfilling, or was it really meh? I'm Kellen Nitro, and this is my take of SummerSlam 2017, emanating from the Barclays Center on Sunday, August 20th, 2017. There's a lot to get through, so I'm just going to plow right through it. Pre-show match. Six-man tag opened up the broadcast of the pre-show. It was the Miz Taraj of Miz, Curtis Axel, and Bo Dallas versus Jason Jordan and the Hardy Boys. And other than getting a pay-per-view payday out of these guys, they can't be happy with the match because there was nobody in the stands when they went out there to wrestle the match. Apparently they announced the first match to the ring only seconds after they opened the doors to the Barclays Center, so people were just starting to file in. And it was only about 10 or 15 minutes in on the pay-per-view kickoff show that the match had started. So I know people who went to the show that were complaining online that they had missed that entire six-man. If you want to give Jason Jordan a little bit of a rub on Raw, being this son of Kurt Angle now and that stuff, you have to put him in not high visibility matches, but at least matches where, you know, the live audience can see the guy. Okay? It's good for us at home that are watching the TV, but, and the same deal with Miz. I mean, the guy goes from, you know, holding the Intercontinental title, which he still does, and being a very profitable and very marketable act on SmackDown to Monday Night Raw and holding the Intercontinental title like he's always done, but opening in front of a match in front of 50 people maybe in the entire building, 75. Not great. If I'm Miz, I'm really ticked off at that. Really ticked off. Cruiserweight title match, Neville versus Akira Tozawa. Kind of went to be expected. Tozawa walked in as the champion, lost the belt. Neville has the belt. Again, they hot potatoed it this week, but maybe that was just to get the ratings up for 205 Live on Tuesdays, even though that match wasn't on a Tuesday, that was on Monday Night Raw. So, was that the answer? Time will tell. Neville is a strong champion for that brand, but he needs strong challengers. I think now with Tozawa potentially out of the picture after the next pay-per-view, we have to assess the strength of the brand now. 205 Live, is it a dead brand, especially with the Mae Young Classic coming on board, or is it going to be more of the same on 205 Live, which a lot of people aren't watching or whatever? But at this point, the pre-show on a pay-per-view is the most exposure it's going to get. Then came the match of the pre-show, and one of the best tag team matches I've seen this year on both shows, the New Day versus the Usos for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. It was a great match from top to bottom. It was an amazing front to back, great story being told. I should add that I was watching this, watching the first 3 or 4 hours of SummerSlam tonight with a buddy of mine that is a non-wrestling fan. And for those of you who haven't, I encourage you to do so. Watch a pay-per-view with a non-wrestling fan, because they come up with some of the greatest wits and greatest insight out of anybody watching the show that you can think of. It seems like they almost get it. Not the, you know, the little idiosyncrasies that being a longtime fan would get, but it seems like they get it as on another level that maybe we can't reach. Maybe they're looking at it at more of an intellectual level. If they can put the whole wrestling is fake thing on the side, like my buddy did tonight, just was looking at it, you know, as an intellectual, as maybe more of an art form. The Usos are your new SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. And if you want to check out some of my interactions I had with my non-wrestling buddy, go to my Twitter, at Kellen Nitro. I was posting some of his pearls of wisdom throughout the night on my Twitter timeline, and some of them are actually really funny when it comes to today's content and today's product with WWE for first-timers. So, enjoy. We get to the SummerSlam main pay-per-view card, and our opening contest was John Cena versus Baron Corbin, and Cena wins. Lol. Poor Baron. That's all I gotta say. Man, what happened? Natalya and Naomi for the SmackDown Live Women's title was the next match. Great match, actually, by both women. My non-wrestling buddy was really enthralled by Naomi's entrance. I think that she's got one of the best entrances in current day WWE right now. And the match itself was really good by both women. They should take a bow and pat themselves on the back. Great match, great entertaining encounter. And new SmackDown Live Women's Champion Natalya. We did not see a Money in the Bank cash-in from Carmella, even though she teased it a bit by showcasing brand new gear for the night. She had kind of a Brooklyn Nets-inspired one-piece outfit that she was rocking on the pre-show, and James Ellsworth was kind of spiffied up a little bit too. So maybe leading on to potentially cashing in, but not tonight. What is the deal with the Alexa Bliss No Mercy pay-per-view ad? Somebody explained that to me. That was not. It was like Marilyn Manson meets cheerleader school or Harley Quinn. Interesting, but a little bit out there for my comprehension. I did not get it. Big Cass versus the Big Show with Little Enzo in the shark cage above the ring. I guess they haven't sold many of the shark cage sets. It's not as if TM61 and Authors of Pain back in the NXT TakeOver last fall in Toronto tried their darndest to sell those stupid sets for them. And they still have more to sell, I guess. That sucks. But great match for it being a gimmick match. Actually, for two super heavyweights, awesome stuff. If this is kind of a retirement tour for Big Show, he can be really proud because he has upped his game this year. He's lost a ton of weight, has had highlight reel matches with Braun Strowman and now Big Cass on national television and on worldwide pay-per-view. The man is cementing his legacy now at this point. I would almost, hazard to say, give him a mid-card title run with somebody just to close it out. Give him a mid-card title run against The Miz and just end it with like a loser leaves WWE match or something where he can walk out and bow out gracefully, maybe towards a big four main event or something, or semi-main I should say. Awesome match. However, Enzo escaping out of the cage with the oil and as it being as comedic as it was, didn't really do much for me. And but hey, Cass finally got a win that he needed over Big Show and looked good while doing it. Randy Orton versus Rusev. It happened. RKO out of nowhere. They brawled on the outside. Rusev jumped Orton when Orton hit the ring and brawled out to the outside. Referee separated them, asked Orton if he wanted to start the match. He did. And Rusev, man, what happened? When he came to SmackDown, there was those little vignettes back in the springtime that after the Superstar shakeup that, hey, when he returns, he wanted a WWE title match at SummerSlam. So everybody's thinking, okay, pencil him in for the SmackDown main event at SummerSlam. Didn't happen that way. What's up, bro? What's happening? What's going on, creative? Do you know? Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's title. My non-wrestling buddy says Sasha Banks' entrance outfit was kind of inspired by The Fifth Element a bit. All you sci-fi nerds out there, respond below in the comments. Was it? Let me know. I haven't seen that movie in a long time, so if it is, and you're a more diehard fan of that movie than I am, let me know. Great match by both women. I made the comment to my non-wrestling buddy that you have to watch these two women because for such little athletes in size stature, they can move around a ring with the best of them, and they are very quick and very fast. They're almost reminiscent of the WCW era cruiserweights with their style a little bit. Not so much high flying, but just the way that they throw strikes and kicks, and just the pacing of their matches is a little bit more quicker than some of the larger heavyweight wrestlers you see on the male side. it's a great compliment to Raw, and I think that having Sasha versus Alexa now at the next pay-per-view, maybe book a rematch, would be awesome again. So kudos to them both. Sasha Banks, great match. New Raw Women's Champion again. Let's see where it leads. Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. A little mind games. Mind games, as the guys over at OSW Review would say, with Finn Balor using a small amount of Bray Wyatt's old 2014 "he's got the whole world in his hands" shtick off the top of his entrance. That would be the Demon's little wrinkle tonight. And the two put on an entertaining match. It's too bad that wasn't for a mid-card title, but again, with the state of respect they gave the Intercontinental Champion tonight, they just went out there and wrestled just for the heck of it. So and put on a really good show, and it was good to see Finn get a great showing, and Bray for that matter, but especially better for Finn to get a great showing at the same building where all that heartbreak and quick triumph and then real lengthy heartbreak occurred with the shoulder injury last year against Seth Rollins in the Universal title match. So really good match between the two of them. Probably one of the down points of the night was it was on a card that was 4 or 5 hours long, and that was the point where the crowd, you can kind of tell, is starting to sag maybe a little bit, kind of dip down, because they had seen title changes galore up until that point, and then not really a major pop towards the end of that match, just more of the, hey, Finn won, great. So it's something to look for a little later on this year, is Finn getting back, hopefully into the Universal title picture, but the way that scene is, it seems doubtful, and the way later on in the main event that shaped up, it seems really doubtful. I think you'll see Finn maybe against Miz for the Intercontinental title, and Bray might be in there too, who knows. Raw Tag Team titles up next. Sheamus and Cesaro, the champions, walking in against Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, the unlikely tag team partners after Rollins split the Shield up in 2014, during the summer of 2014. And it was a really decent tag team match, as it always is with those four in there. It seemed next level from a Raw television main event. Like, you would expect that, walking in and seeing those four names on there, but with the whole loose affiliation between Ambrose and Rollins, and the thoughts that, hey, wait a second, this may actually be a thing, this may actually be a team, a bond that they're going to carry through with. Or a lot of people thinking the other side, like, one guy's going to turn on the other here, there's too much water under the bridge. It was a really good match, and the build to this match was superb. I think it was one of the best builds of the year leading to a match, and the pop that they got on Monday when they finally did the fist pound in the middle of the ring, and the pop that they got tonight after winning the tag titles, shows that, hey, there's a lot of legs left in this storyline, so we'll wait and see what happens. Definitely something they're going to carry on through the fall, at least. So, hey, great match. Ambrose and Rollins, your new Raw Tag Team Champion. And yeah, guys, it's a pro wrestling match. No need for beach balls. I mean, it was cute the first time, a couple times, and I guess the one real takeaway from it would be, it's going to be a 4+ hour long pay-per-view. Don't antagonize, the powers that be at WWE by making it semi-worse by bringing a beach ball in the crowd. Everybody was having fun, at least, with it, and then Cesaro had a lot of fun with it, running out over the barricade and then destroying it. Beach Ball Mania was running wild, and then it RIP'd big time, and I think Cesaro killed it. So, RIP Beach Ball. Don't bring the beach ball. Just don't. Don't bring the beach ball. If you want to bring the beach ball for outside for the tailgate or something, bring it for the tailgate. Don't bring it in the arena. Let's just let sit down, watch the match, and if you're not interested, get up and walk around. Simple as that. United States title on the line as Kevin Owens challenges AJ Styles with Shane McMahon, the guest referee. I swear they're teasing a triple threat. It's coming out with these guys. It is going to probably be a triple threat somewhere down the line. Maybe Survivor Series for the U.S. title with Shane involved, especially after tonight and how it all went down. And that's there was a free count with AJ's leg on the ropes and Kevin Owens getting cheated out of it a couple of times. Not really so much cheated, but they called it back. AJ had some discussions with the ref on, placement on covers and stuff and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, there's going to be potentially a triple threat. This is where it's leading up. AJ retains. So, yeah, all signs here are pointing to a triple threat match somewhere down the line for the U.S. title. WWE title match up next. Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Great NXT style entrance with the violinists that they bring in for WWE playing Shinsuke to the ring. Again, an awesome rendition of his entrance theme, the crowd into it, and Shinsuke rocking the fringes on the jacket. Again, the dude's got swagger, we'll just put it that way. He's got that Freddie Mercury swagger from Queen or that Michael Jackson swagger. So, hey, there you go. Those are his influences. All power to him. Jinder also looking like $1 million as champion, walking in. Great match between the two of them. I thought a little bit reserved at times. I thought Shinsuke looked like $1 million, where Jinder kind of, this match, he took the beating but got the win. But it was kind of a really clunky effort between him. I think that's just more of him trying to adjust to Shinsuke's style. I don't see Jinder as a strong style wrestler as much as people from the Stampede territory have been in the past, just because now we've been so far removed from it that if your name isn't D.H. Smith, you're not working that type of style of wrestling for a while. So I thought he handled himself quite admirably in the ring. It just seemed there was a few times there where it was awkward because he seemed, I don't want to say lost, but just trying to figure out what was next in there. And Shinsuke was on the top of his game, and maybe that was pressure, maybe that was what was going on in the match itself, but it was good. It was a very passable WWE title match. Jinder retains, which is awesome, good for him. I say keep the belt on him as long as possible. Let's establish him as a credible heel, top card heel going into Royal Rumble, and then you got something maybe for Mania next year for a emerging young baby face on your roster to knock him off. So we'll see. And then the car wreck that was the Universal title match. All I will say about that is go watch that match if you haven't seen it. It was an old school ECW style carnage fest between the four of them, between Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns. My God, awesome. I can't add anything to it, but that when I was listing the matches that I like from WWE this calendar year, I'm throwing that Fatal 4-Way right up there in the top 4 for this year, along with Joe and Lesnar from Great Balls of Fire. Man, so that's your top 5. I'll put it right in the number 4 slot for one of the best matches on the main roster this year. Absolute carnage. Crowd was electric. Put that on the best of DVD for 2017. Lesnar retains. Good deal. Let's go to November, and we'll see where he stands for the Universal title at that point, because that's probably going to be his next defense, unfortunately. So in short, WWE SummerSlam 2017 is a much must watch on the network, and definitely check it out for sure. But you might want to get up and stretch it around. It's a little bit much for one sitting. And, show it to somebody who's not a wrestling fan. They'll get a kick out of it as well, because my buddy sure did. So that was awesome. A solid 8 out of 10. It was pretty well on par with TakeOver from last night, with TakeOver being just slightly better in my opinion. But the main event tonight was amazing. So you got to go check it out. I'm Kellen Nitro. By the way, hope you dig the shirt. I'll be wearing this during these and also at some wrestling events. So if you see me in this shirt, come by and say hi. No plans to sell it yet at this point, but that might change a little later on. I'll pop in on the channel from time to time and let you know if and when that will be a possibility. Later days, thank you for watching Nitromaniac TV. I'm Kellen Nitro. Take her easy and happy wrestling watching. Enjoy the rest of August, and we will talk to you again in September. Take care.